the negotiation.
Okay, perfect. And okay, and then so what is the RFP process, and how do we create guardrails to keep the conversations on track so that way we can get to a marriage?
Rod and team, would you guys like to answer?
Sure. The typically the on a campaign by campaign basis, based on what it is that you provide from a media channel perspective. Is it digital? Is it social? What are your capabilities? The team will evaluate your offerings against that campaign. So every campaign is different. Chicken versus breakfast deal, or those kind of things. Those are retail campaigns. So based on your audience and composition and all that good stuff, the team will evaluate whether or not this makes sense for the RFP. You would get RFP'd. You will receive like a deck that tells you all about the campaign and tells you what the budgets, the KPIs are. At that point, you would submit a proposal that would include like an Excel type spreadsheet with all the media and, impressions, CPMs, all that good stuff, the typical stuff. But we just do it. It's not like a once a year deal. We do it on, quite frequent basis. And like I said, each campaign is a little bit different. So that's the typical RFP process. And just a matter of, I think, making sure that the team is aware of, what it is that you guys offer, and that we're really versed in who your audience is, the KPIs, the brand safeness. I think that might have been a conversation or two that we've had about Hollywood Unlocked. So I think that would be something, if you could talk a little bit about today, that would be helpful. Also, you mentioned the Blavity Network, which we do have an agreement with Blavity and Revolt. So I'm kind of wondering if there is a conflict, or going straight through you or through those networks. How would that work?
Yeah, I mean, we can, in terms of the Revolt deal, the way our deal is structured, we own the show, they own the episodes, we own the right on how to exploit the episodes, and then together we share in the revenue. So whether it comes through me, it goes through Detavio, we all get looped into the conversation. And we, again, around the only conversation I know around brand safety that I've heard, in particular with the show, was having DeLeon, the alcohol brand, up there with, mixing in McDonald's. But we're willing to take the alcohol out. In fact, our deal with DeLeon is done. And we're talking to PepsiCo and Frito-Lay about making it, because our show is fun. We have games, we have the celebrities, and the celebrities, they all don't want to drink anyway. I just had Keke Palmer on the other day. She's breastfeeding. She's like, I'm not doing no alcohol. So, and we're not Drink Champs or the other shows. So that's great for those environments. We want to be consumer friendly so we can have a great fun experience with the talent, and be able to bring in brands and get the investment that we want.
Keep in mind, I mean, I don't know how that would be incorporated or what we can't tell you how to do your deals, but a PepsiCo deal that might include them in on most of your shows would definitely not Coke. I mean, not McDonald's out, because they're a Coke brand. So that might be a challenge for McDonald's.
Well, we're also talking to Coke, a member of the board of Coke. We're talking.
Well, either way,
yeah, we're talking.
I mean, you do that, you're not gonna talk.
Listen, I get it. Listen, I'm here to dance with whoever can dance the best. I'm not married to somebody that's gonna step on my feet and stop me from getting to the final dance. So I understand the nuances, but that's helpful to understand as we navigate through all these brand conversations, because we're also talking to Visa and we're talking to Amex, and we know that we're going to get one of those, we're not going to get both. So to Donna's point, and to your point, like, we can get you all our capabilities, Dex. I thought we provided that. I'll make sure we do that. I'll make sure that we provide an outline of all the ad capabilities, from native to social.
Specs, all that good stuff.
We also do stuff like partner with talent. So like, if, for example, you have something that you have going on, we can say, okay, here's a list of micro influencers we have. Here's a list of influencers a step above that. And here's a list of A talent that we can partner with. So if there's something related to a give back or something that Tiffany Haddish wants to do, let me ask her if she wants to participate, then we can create that. So we want to create the experiences that have the most impact, and that get the furthest reach. So there's that. We can provide all that. As far as the show goes at Revolt, Detavio, his sales team, we can talk about that. I mean, they would probably handle the completion of the conversation, but where it starts doesn't matter. And then as it relates to Blavity, we are with Blavity, but Q3, we're launching our own ad stack. So we just redesigned our web template. If you want to take a look at HollywoodUnlocked.com, we just redesigned our social templates to make things a lot more organized and user-friendly for not just our consumers, but for our brand partners. And we're going to be, people are going to be competing for that ad inventory. Right now, we're focused on syndication. So we just signed with MSN, with Smart News, we're signed with Newsbreak, and then we're waiting on Yahoo and 16 other syndicators. And right now, our impressions, I think last month, we're at like 22.5 million. So we're really ramping up visibility on the native side.